The word deconditioning that you hear quite a lot is a big chapter of the work. Conditioning can be habitual ways of acting. It can be habitual tension in the body, habitual melodies. I might be speaking like this in everyday basis, and the moment that I start acting, I alter my melody or I alter something, and suddenly that kind of pauses a little bit, freezes a little bit my presence. Yeah, the condition can be the way that I'm thinking about myself as an actor or as a human being. I might be feeling for X, Y, Z reasons that I have to try a lot, and maybe I work with a lot of people who are over trying when they're acting, and then when they're casually speaking, they're like, hey, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So what is this? What if we come back to our axis? Yeah, same thing goes if you're hesitating a lot. We've been working on the voice, with Tammy, and if I was to animate this, if a voice is like a little bit hesitant, what can happen if I understand why is the voice hesitant, and what can happen once I start inviting my voice to find its axis? It's important that you get to understand why am I, for example, always like this? Why am I hesitant? Why am I over trying? Why am I tensing? Why am I forcing? Why do I think that I'm not good enough? Why do I think that I'm better than everyone? Understand this in your own way, yeah? So then you can start getting freer. This is very much about understanding the dialogue that we can have within ourselves with a very clear goal to be artistically free, to just grab a scene and rock with it, yeah? Rock with it, it's not a utopic state. Rock with it is that you're being that technician moment to moment with yourself. Now now you have awareness, which means you can be present with your conditioning and with your invitation to freedom. That's presence. That's what we're looking for. What we're not looking for is, Yorgos and I, we had this chat, and we figured out this acting habit, and now I've released it, and now everything is going to flow, and everything's going to be perfect, and everything's going to be, yeah, fine. This is not going to happen because we're human beings, and we're like, there is so many layers happening. There is like an onion that it goes in and in and in and in and in. And, you can see that onion as, so much work, I can't do this. Or you can see it for, in my experience, what it really is when you really work with your decondition is like, more freedom, more of this. Now I get this. So presence is the dialogue that you're inviting yourself to have after the understanding of those conditionings, of those habits. This dialogue will help you understand certain conditioning, yeah? And then after, you're going to be aware of it. So with the awareness of my conditioning, together with my invitation to keep striving for freedom, with a beautiful, full of love dialogue between the two, that leads to presence. Now that you understood this, you have the responsibility of yourself, and now you can start the work. And the work is live with you on set, on theater, in a rehearsal. So you're rehearsing and you're having this dialogue when needed. Sometimes flow happens, yay! And then, someone says something, and then you have a thought that kind of blocks you. Okay, thought. Okay, and what am I looking for? I'm looking to be freer here. Is this thought working for me or against me? What is that thought about? Oh, it's this. Oh, it's my conditioning. Okay, I know that in the past when I didn't follow that voice, that I had this creative conversation, I found some new space. So hold on a second, and let's see what else is there. Is one version. Another version is, oh, damn, that voice is there and it's killing me. Embody it. I'm frustrated because Jen, the casting director, is here and I just don't know how to act. Taste this frustration and put it into the text. If you taste something real, it's easy to redirect it. Even if I'm frustrated, I can just say, I love you. Yeah, but inside I'm using what is going on. Mm-hmm. So the key to artistic freedom is that I'm allowing myself to be free with all that is. yeah, with my conditioning of the voice, with my conditioning of being afraid of the groups. I'm present with all of this, and I'm breathing, and with a lot of love and kindness to the self, I am making my way into my freedom. And while I'm experiencing all that, I'm saying my lines, I'm filming, I'm doing my premiere in the theater. I'm not saying that all you will be thinking is this, yeah? I'm just saying this is like a philosophy. How can I be present each moment? Sometimes you might be running for 10 minutes on stage and we just happened, yeah. And then there is that one moment that something happens. In that moment, I would love you to go back home with a very solid tool, which is this creative dialogue within the self.